everybody, and welcome back into Coca-Cola Coliseum. The Toronto Marlies and the Syracuse Crunch. First of two meetings this year, the second home game for the Marlies this year. Their first one was a wild comeback against the league's best Hershey Bears. 4-3 was the final there. The Marlies scored in the final 10 seconds of play to win that game. And now they host the Syracuse Crunch. Here's Dylan Gambrell. Crunch have been perfect so far this year. They're 2-0. The Marlies 1-0-1. Here's Ty Boyd early, shooting, kicked out. Villanova in the corner, here's Boyd. He'll drop back for Benoit. Winds and shoots, and that one stopped. Gambrell getting there, kicking it back to Benoit. Benoit looking to set it up, does now. Villanova firing, and a save by Olnefeld. He'll cover. Already 3 shots on goal for Toronto early in this contest. Maple Leafs coming off a 3-0 win in Buffalo. We were just there. Now the Marlies take on the red-hot Syracuse Crunch. Here's the face-off. One back controlled. Niemela whining. No shot. Maybe waited a little too long there as Holmberg was back to defend on it. Pontus Holmberg hit. Here's a pass that misses, and Kyle Clifford intercepts and sends that back into the Crunch zone. Round it goes. Slavin. He was held off the puck. No call on that. Dumont kept in by Holmberg, and finally the Crunch carry it out. This here is a chance, opportunity played ahead. Petruzzelli getting the start. Hildeby was expected to start, but he'll return next game. As here's Pontus Holmberg. Holmberg circling around. Here's Holmberg. Gave that away. Dumont. Now right forwards up the left side. Here come the Crunch. In on Petruzzelli, the shot, and it's sticked away. Rebound came to the net. That was blocked. Right forwards again. Petruzzelli makes his first stop of the night. Rebound, point blank. He'll kick it out with the left leg. Holmberg sent it to the Syracuse zone. That ricochets. Big hit. Kyle Clifford has it. Winds and shooting just off the inside of the post. Holmberg to Clifford, feeding it out front. Marlies keep it in. Mikko Kokkonen and trying to get a shot, but he was held off. But that will be called. It'll be a Marley power play with 8:56 remaining here in the first. Right forwards heads off for the Crunch. Face-off coming here. Left side of the Syracuse goal. One back by Toronto. Abrazizi looks for a lane, found one, shoots, and that one just went high as Voigt was there and couldn't hold it in. Joe Blandisi racing back to get it. Here's Blandisi. He's been on a tear to start the season. Villeneuve up for Ty Voigt. Voigt looks back. There's the pass. Villeneuve, and that's fed back for Blandisi. Couldn't hold it in. Abrazizi does. To the front, Voigt! And he couldn't feed it in front. Kept in. Blandisi shoots! Stopped by Olnefeld. That one came through some traffic. And Olnefeld keeps it out. Toronto Marlies have had their struggles against the Crunch in the last few meetings here, and they'll look to snap that here tonight. A 4-game losing streak against the Crunch here in Coca-Cola Coliseum. Sent down the ice by Syracuse. Marlies maybe one last dash on this power play. Holmberg with speed through center. He has Voigt now ahead for Villeneuve. Villeneuve back for Voigt. In front! Stopped! That 2-on-1 opportunity came close, but the penalty is over. Here come the Crunch. Drop pass. That shot taken away. Logan Shaw will send that into the Syracuse zone. 5.5 to go in the period. Toronto pushing for a win against the Crunch. Hasn't been done here in the last 4 tries. Dylan Gambrell sent into the Syracuse zone. This bounces. Villeneuve was after it. William Villeneuve battling for it and got it in front for Gambrell. It's sticked away, but he gets it back. Gambrell trying to feed it. Consalva's in his own zone. And the pressure still put on here by the Marlies. 2.5 to go in the period. Shaw sent back into the Toronto zone. Holmberg is there. Pontus Holmberg. Here's Bobby McMahon ahead for Villeneuve. Villeneuve circles back. McMahon in front. Scores! Nick Abrazizi. It's 1-0 Marlies. Well, what a beauty. Toronto Marlies get this one, and it is a dandy by Nick Abrazizi. A beautiful feed, and he is not going to make a mistake on it. 1-0 Toronto. 1:05 remaining here in the first. The Marlies get a much-needed go-ahead goal against the Crunch. Here's Walcott playing it ahead. Finley breaking to the net. Petrozelli makes the save. Rebound in tight. That's sent for Day. 5 seconds. There's the chance. Forche shut down, and the Marlies will bring a 1-0 lead into the locker room after 1 tonight. Shots to goal in the game are 7-3 Toronto. The hits are 5-1 Crunch. Faceoffs 3-2 Syracuse. Power plays Toronto 0 for 1. It's 1-0 Toronto after 1. Welcome into the second period of play here tonight from Coca-Cola Coliseum. The Marlies and the Syracuse Crunch. First of 2 meetings this season. Round 1 by Toronto. Niemela ahead to Gambrell. Gambrell moving in. That's back to the point, and it's Smith who's on it. Here comes Smith. Gave it away. There's the opportunity, and it's picked up by Villanova. Voigt to Villanova. He'll carry through center and send down into the Syracuse zone. It's still in Gambrell, who was after it. Right fours is there. Marlies win the battle. Gambrell looks to the front. That pass came out, but no one was there, and here come the Crunch. Niemela back to the pen. The shot. That's blocked, and it goes into the corner. Big hit in response to that, and Benoit trying to get a hold of it. Here's Dumont. Blocked. Rebound. Tipped off the post. Another giveaway. Dumont. Right fours. Stopped by Petrozelli. Killing Gambrell. Here's Voigt to Niemela. Looks ahead for Villanova. William Villanova breaking in. Feeds it out front. 2 in tight. Alnefelt the save. Barry Boulay. And he'll get that to center, but he was hit on the play. Now Forche's in. Forche to the net. Shoots. Petrozelli the save. Rebound was loose in front, and there's Holmberg to Kokkonen. Back into the Crunch zone. Round it goes. There's Gambrell. Killing Gambrell. Circles around. Getting around. What a play! He scores! Oh my! Breaks some legs. Dylan Gambrell. 2-0 Marlies. Toronto Marlies have its 2-0 lead. It's Dylan Gambrell who gets the goal, and it's a highlight reel one if that. Finley, penalty coming to Toronto for slashing. Here's the opportunity. Barry Boulay firing right on. And touch up here. The Syracuse Crunch will go to their first power play of the night. Now down by 2. Kyle Clifford heads off for slashing. Face off here to the right side of the Marley net. Here's the draw. One back, it's picked up by Steves, couldn't get it out. Forche scores! And all it takes is one mistake, and the Syracuse Crunch are on the board. It's a power play goal by Forche. A giveaway at the line by Steves. He walks right in and puts it in for a 2-1 game. Here's the face-off. One back controlled, it's picked up by Walcott. Crunch have it here today. Now Forche, the goal scorer for the Crunch. Gave that away. Blandisi was trying to bring it in. Niemela will just send that in deep. Round it goes. There's Day with it. Pickpocketed, but got it right back. And inside his own zone, plays out to Forche. Kept in. Now Blandisi again sends it back in and around. Far side, Logan Shaw was there. There's Steves out front. And that pass missing a man in front of the goal. But here's Benoit back to defend on it. And he did, but he took a man down, and that will be another Syracuse power play down by 1. Simon Benoit will head off. 2 minutes for tripping, and the Syracuse Crunch have a chance to tie this game. Face-off coming to the left side of the Marley net. One back controlled. Here's Carrick blocked. Alex Steves, short-handed breakaway, trying to redeem himself. And he just sent it wide. McMahon, he was there looking for it. Now there's right fours. The Crunch have the best power play in the league. Here's Dumont to the goal, and that was kept to the outside. Gets that back out front. Petrozelli plays that down. Matteo Petronero feeds that over to Steves. That bounces away, gets that back. Feed back for McMahon. Bobby McMahon. Smith is there. 30 seconds left on the Syracuse power play. Radish to Smith. And that just comes out. 3:30 remaining in the second. 2-1 Toronto on the Syracuse Crunch. Face-off coming just outside the Marlies line. One back by Toronto. Lageson up for Ryan Jazowski. Here's Dumont. In for Smith. Hit by Mikko Kokkonen, and the Marlies back on it. Full strength. Syracuse power play 1 for 2. Here's Abrazizi taken down in a hurry. Radish has it. Crunch running out of time here in the second period. Gonsalves hits it in deep, but Matt Hellickson is there. Hellickson ahead. This finds Holmberg. Pontus Holmberg breaking. And he gave that away. Gonsalves again. Crunch back to it again. They'll just send it in deep. Niemela keeping his man to the outside, and Toronto will carry a 2-1 lead into the third. But one last shot. Petrozelli the save, and the buzzer goes. Just about gave up the lead before the end of the period, but they have the lead against the Syracuse Crunch, 2-1 after 2. Shots to goal in the game are 10-7 Toronto. Very tight-paced game today. 2-1 Toronto after 2. The hits are 9-8 Crunch. Face-off 7-4 Crunch. Power plays 1 for 2 Syracuse. Toronto 0 for 1. 2-1 Toronto after 2. We head to the third. Welcome into the third period here tonight for Coca-Cola Coliseum. The Marlies and the Crunch ready to get going. 2-1 Toronto after 40. Here's Dumont. Bringing it in on the wing. Hit getting it into the corner. On it is Benoit. Gave that away. Villeneuve trying to find it. Back to the point. There's Smith. Stopped by Petrozelli. Maybe his best tonight. Here's a bouncing puck. Right forward. Gets it. Dumont. Stopped again. Keith Petrozelli, and he holds on. Crunch pressing early here in the third to get the equalizer. Faceoff comes to the left side of the Toronto goal here. One, here's Carrick, fanned on it. Pass ahead, finds Villeneuve, and here come the Marlies. William Villeneuve to the front, taken down. No call on that. And the fans boo here in Toronto. Smith, right forward. Here's Gambrell to Niemela. In for Kyle Clifford. Clifford gets by with a step. Clifford in, no shot. It's taken away by Carrick. Dumont, Crunch. Here's Smith up the right side and in. Smith to the net. Taken away. Ty Voigt for Toronto. Voigt ahead. That's Barry Boulay taking it away. Brings it back inside. Breakaway! And stopped by Petrozelli. Got a shoulder on it. Here's Radish from the point. Voigt taking that away. Big hit on Carrick. And now Radish with it again. Barry Boulay. Marlies still looking for their first shot of the third. Benoit. Here's Mikko Kokkonen for Benoit. Marlies on their heels a little here. Here's Fortier to Radish. In they come again. Marlies get it back. Here's Benoit up for Kyle Clifford and sent to the Crunch zone. Halfway through the third. 2-1 Marlies. Radish in behind the goal. Here's Taylor Radish as they boo again. Here in Toronto, and a stolen puck. Clifford in. Shoots off a stick. Slavin to the point. There's Lageson circling around, and it's poked out to center ice. Under 8 to go now in the third period. Lageson back for Kokkonen. Gave that away in tight quarters. Barry Boulay shooting. Petrozelli to stop. And a face-off in the Toronto zone. Been a sloppy third for the Marlies, but Keith Petrozelli has kept them in it. Shots this period are 3-0 for the Syracuse Crunch. So here's the draw. One back control that's picked up by Mikko Kokkonen. Gave that away off a skate. Now brings it through center. Kokkonen with Shaw. Shaw looks to the front. Pass over. And Alderfeldt made his first stop of the third period. Labrie to Robert. Big hit. Alex Steeves is on it. Off a skate, and that gets by the Crunch player who was after it. Gonsalves to Robert. Big hit again by the Marlies. Under 4 to go here in the third period. 2-1 Toronto on top, looking for their second straight home win this season. They have yet to lose at home. They lost on the road in their first road game in overtime. Here's Labrie with it. Labrie stepping in. He'll send that in deep. Marlies have it here. Under 2 minutes to go. Benoit sends that length of the ice, and that will be called on the icing call. 1 minute to go here in the third. 2-1 Toronto. Here comes the face-off to the left side of the goal. One back by the Crunch. They're going to look to pull the netminder. There's the shot, blocked by Petruzzelli. Marlies clear, but not out. Logan Shaw took his man down. Now he's alone. Logan Shaw plays that over, gets it back, and scores! Logan Shaw! 3-1 in the final minute. Only the second Marlies shot of this third period, 3-1. Now empty net Crunch. There's the shot, kicked out by Petruzzelli. Big hit in behind the goal. That's touched to now Smith to Robert, blocked by Villeneuve, and he has a step. William Villeneuve trying to race that to the empty net. It didn't work. Here's Ryfors back in, centers it over. Into the corner it goes. Two Marlies getting there. Niemela for Villeneuve. Looks for Dylan Gambrell. He shoots and scores to the empty net. It's 4-1 Marlies. Well, the Marlies will stay undefeated on home ice this season, now 2-0, as they take down the Syracuse Crunch, their first loss of the season. The Marlies faced their first loss of the season last game in Tucson in overtime. Offside here with 2 seconds left. Toronto a big win against the Crunch tonight. 4-1 to snap a 4-game losing streak against the Crunch here at home. Yeah, the Crunch have been a problem for Toronto on home ice, and tonight the Marlies battle it out to get the victory. 4-1. So that's your final score tonight. The Toronto Marlies 4, the Syracuse Crunch 1 from Coca-Cola Coliseum.